Deep within a lush forest lived a family of bears. The mother bear was large and protective. The father bear was strong and watchful. They had 3 adorable cubs, Benny, Bella and Bruno. Benny was the smallest of the 3. He had bright, curious eyes. He loved to explore. The forest was their home. It was a place of wonder for the young cubs. Benny and his siblings would play among the trees for hours. Benny was the most curious of the cubs. Every rustle of leaves, every chirping bird sparked his interest. He would often wander off on his own, eager to discover something new. One day, Benny discovered a small stream. He watched the water flow over the rocks. He dipped his paw in, fascinated by the ripples it created.
Benny, curiosity is good, but you must never go too far.
Benny would nod, but his curiosity often got the better of him. One sunny afternoon, Benny smelled something entirely new. It was a sweet, enticing aroma. He followed the scent, forgetting his mother's warnings. The forest edge was closer than he realized. He saw something colorful and bright beyond the trees. Curiosity tugged at him. He hesitated, remembering his mother's words, but the delicious smell was too tempting. He took a step, then another, and soon he was out of the forest. Benny found himself in a place he had never seen before. The trees were gone, replaced by a wide expanse of green. In the middle, he saw a checkered blanket spread out. On the blanket was a basket. The sweet smell was coming from it. Benny's stomach rumbled. He approached cautiously. He had never seen anything like it. There were colourful fruits, sandwiches, and jars filled with unknown delights. Benny reached out with his paw, eager to taste the wonders inside. Section 5. The Encounter. Just then, a loud voice startled him. Look, a bear cub! 2 humans, a man and a woman, emerged from behind a large red object. Benny had never seen humans before, but their sudden appearance frightened him. He backed away, tripping over his own paws. The humans seemed just as surprised as him. The sweet smell was forgotten. Fear coursed through Benny. He wanted to run back to the familiar safety of the forest. Section 6. Fear and Confusion. But the humans were between him and the trees. Benny felt trapped. He let out a whimper, a sound of distress that echoed through the open space. The humans remained still, watching him with caution. They didn't approach him, but they didn't leave either. Benny's heart pounded in his chest. He longed for the comforting presence of his mother, the familiar scent of his siblings. He wished he had never left the forest. Section 7. Longing for Home. The sun began to set, casting long shadows across the field. The golden hues of the sunset painted the sky in a mesmerizing array of colors, creating a serene and almost magical atmosphere. The tall grass swayed gently in the evening breeze, whispering secrets of the day that had passed. The humans packed up their belongings, their laughter and chatter slowly fading into the background. They gathered their picnic baskets, folded their blankets, and carefully placed everything back into their bags. The children, with their faces still glowing from the day's adventures, reluctantly helped their parents, their eyes filled with the last remnants of daylight. They spoke to each other in hushed tones, their words lost on Benny. The soft murmur of their voices blended with the sounds of nature, creating a symphony of whispers that filled the air. Benny, with his keen ears, could hear the rustling of leaves, the distant call of a bird, and the gentle flow of a nearby stream. But the humans' words remained a mystery to him. Finally, they climbed into the large red object. The doors closed with a soft thud, and the vehicle seemed to come alive with a low hum. The children waved goodbye to the field, their faces pressed against the windows, leaving behind the memories of their day in nature. The engine roared to life and the red object moved away, disappearing beyond the horizon. Benny was alone. The sound of the engine faded into the distance, leaving behind a profound silence. The field, once filled with the lively presence of the humans, now felt vast and empty. Benny watched as the last traces of the red object vanished, feeling a pang of loneliness. The sweet smell was gone, replaced by the unfamiliar sense of the open field. The aroma of freshly cut grass and wildflowers was now mingled with the earthy scent of the approaching night. The air grew cooler and the shadows lengthened, creating an eerie yet beautiful landscape. Benny took a deep breath, trying to find comfort in the familiar smells of nature. He missed his home, the warmth of his family, the memories of his cozy den, the gentle touch of his mother's fur, and the playful antics of his siblings filled his mind. Benny longed for the safety and comfort of his home, where he felt loved and protected. The vastness of the open field made him feel small and vulnerable, a stark contrast to the warmth and security of his family. As the last light of the day faded, Benny's heart ached with a deep longing for home.
Mother, where are you?
Section 8. The search begins. He turned and ran towards the forest, his fear propelling him forward. He ran until he reached the edge of the trees. He plunged into the familiar undergrowth, desperate to find his way back. He called out for his mother, his voice trembling. "Mother, where are you?" The forest was dark, the shadows growing longer. Every rustle of leaves, every snapping twig filled him with fear, but he had to find his way back.
Benny! Benny, where are you? The forest echoed with the desperate calls of a mother searching for her lost cub. Her voice, filled with worry and love, pierced through the dense trees and underbrush.
Section 9. Reunited at last. The forest, bathed in the gentle light of the setting sun, seemed to hold its breath in anticipation. Every leaf, every branch, seemed to be listening for the sound of a reunion. Suddenly he heard a familiar sound. Benny, the little bear cub, perked up his ears. His heart raced as he recognized the voice that had comforted him since birth. It was his mother's voice calling his name. The sound was unmistakable, filled with a mix of urgency and hope. Benny's small body trembled with excitement and relief. "Benny! Benny, where are you?" Relief washed over him. The fear and loneliness that had gripped his heart began to melt away. He knew he was no longer alone. He ran towards the sound, his paws carrying him faster than he thought possible. The forest floor seemed to blur beneath him as he dashed through the trees, driven by the need to be with his mother. And then he saw her, his mother, standing at the edge of the clearing. She looked majestic and strong, her eyes scanning the forest for any sign of her cub. He rushed into her embrace, burying his head in her warm fur. The moment their bodies touched, all the fear and uncertainty vanished. He felt her warmth, her love, and knew he was safe. He had never been so happy to be back in the safety of his home. The forest around them seemed to sigh in relief as well, the gentle rustling of leaves a soft lullaby to their reunion. Benny nestled close to his mother, feeling her heartbeat against his. The world was right again, and he knew that no matter what, he would always find his way back to her. The bond they shared was unbreakable, a testament to the enduring power of love and family in the wild. Section 10. The importance of home. Home is not just a place, it's a feeling, a sanctuary where one finds comfort and belonging. Benny, the curious bear cub, learned a valuable lesson that day. He had wandered far from his family, driven by an insatiable curiosity to explore the unknown. As he ventured deeper into the forest, he encountered many fascinating sights and sounds, but soon the excitement turned into anxiety. Curiosity is good, but there's no place like home. The forest was where he belonged, where his family was. The familiar scents, the rustling leaves, and the comforting presence of his family made the forest his true home. From that day forward, Benny continued to explore. He would sniff around, climb trees, and chase butterflies. His adventurous spirit remained undiminished, but he always stayed close to his family, remembering the fear and loneliness he had felt when he was lost. The memory of that day served as a gentle reminder of the importance of staying connected to those he loved. The forest held many wonders, but the greatest wonder of all was the love and safety of his family. The bond they shared was unbreakable, providing him with strength and security, and Benny knew that he would always find that within the heart of the forest. No matter how far he roamed, the love of his family would always guide him back home. The forest was not just a place, it was a living, breathing entity that held the essence of his family's love and unity. Benny realized that home is where the heart is, and his heart was forever intertwined with the forest and his family. As Benny grew older, he became a wise and strong bear, teaching his own cubs the same lesson he had learned. He showed them the beauty of the forest, the thrill of exploration, and the irreplaceable value of family. Together, they thrived in their forest home, a testament to the enduring power of love and the importance of home. Benny's story became a cherished tale, passed down through generations, reminding all who heard it of the profound truth that home is where the heart finds its true belonging.